Welcome and karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar. Today I bring you something very special and we are making pita bread. For my pita bread today, I'm using 3 cups of all-purpose flour, which is about 375 grams. I also have a tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, some yeast, olive oil, and 250 ml of warm water. So I'm going to start with my yeast. I'm using 2 1/4 teaspoon of yeast, which is 1 packet, about 7 grams. And I added the sugar and half of the water. We just want to mix this well and let it stand for about 5 to 7 minutes. Make sure the water is not hot, but just warm. So once the yeast has bloomed, we're just going to add this to the flour. And make sure you mix your flour with salt. I forgot to do mine, so I'm just going to add it over here. It's okay. And then I add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and the rest of the water. Okay, so we're just going to mix this well to form a nice soft dough. Okay, you may need to add more water. I added about 2 tablespoons of extra water besides the 250 ml. And sometimes I like to add whole wheat as well, but today I just prefer to leave it white all the way. Yeah, so I started with 1 because you want the dough to be very nice and soft because it will make your pitas, of course, very soft. So I'm just moving to my flat surface. You can continue in the bowl if you're comfortable with that, it's fine. And I just knead my dough for about 5 to 7 minutes to get a nice soft dough like this. And we're going to keep this in a bowl. And I like to put some olive oil there to allow my dough to rise properly without sticking on the side of the bowl or bottom. And cover it and keep it for an hour to rise. After 1 hour, now we are ready, and this is nice. You can see how nicely it's risen, and you just want to punch it down to release the air. Now I made about 10 pitas for this. You could do 8, you could do 7, depending on the size of the pitas you're doing. Usually I like to make like 7, because if I make them big, like if I'm making a shawarma, like today's sandwich, but then I forgot, I just divided it into 10, and I realized I still have, so I'm just going to make 1 big one there. All right, and you're just going to keep them aside while you're working on the others and cover them so that it doesn't dry. They don't dry. You're just going to tuck them in like this at the bottom to make a nice disc shape. Okay, and then do the rest the same. Now, this recipe is adapted from Tasty Cooking or Tasty Recipes. I liked her technique, so please visit her. She's got some awesome recipes over there, and you'll see also that how she has done her pita bread. All right, so we left it. We're going to leave this for about 30 minutes to rise. Cover it up. Okay, after 30 minutes, as you can see, my dough is so nice, and I'm ready to roll the pitas. Now the pita bread, like I think everybody knows, it's it's eaten in Mediterranean countries, Middle Eastern, North Africa. Now I think all over the world, everybody knows what pita bread is. And you can roll it as thin as you want to get nice thin pockets. But if you want it, a little bit thicker, then you don't have to roll it as thin. All right, so after this, you're just going to keep it aside. After you roll all the pitas, just going to keep it aside like that and cover it and let it rise for another 10 to 15 minutes. You're basically letting it rest, not really rise. So I got my pan here. It's on high, medium high, but make sure to control the heat. in the middle, because mine, they do tend to burn at the bottom. So once you start getting the pockets like this, you know that your pita is really, really cooking well, and you can just flip it on the other side. You can also bake these, but I did try, but mine were very, very hard. So that's why I don't want to show you, but you can check Tasty Cooking. She has done hers. Maybe you can try and bake them as well. Okay, I forgot there's too much flour there. Now, sometimes the pitas may just puff up on one side, and sometimes they may not puff up. It's fine. It's okay. Okay, so once it puffs up like that, it's so beautiful. And you just want to flip it on the other side, so it cooks on the other side. And you can do that like 2-3 times until you get your desired color. And of course, they're well cooked. So at this point, I had reduced my heat. Yeah, so they're so beautiful, and they're like a big balloon. All right, so one side is done. I'm happy with the color over there. And that's it. So you just want to take it out and then cook the rest of the pitas. And I also want to show you how large pockets I got from, on the pitas, how nice they turned out. Some of them did not puff up all the way. I'll show you that one as well. Now, this is the one that puffed up all the way. And you see how big the pockets are. And this is perfect for a pita pocket sandwich. Now, thank you so much for more recipes. Please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar. This one did not puff up all the way, so I didn't get it